Brooklyn Nets D'Angelo Russell. Photo by Ezra Shaw. Getty Images. It's been a season full of first-time since, for the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn enters the final 2 weeks of the regular season with 38 wins, 10 more than last season and their most since 2014-15, and D'Angelo Russell has already set a new franchise record for three-pointers in a season. Russell achieved one of the more significant, first-time since, accomplishments when he became the Nets' first All-Star since Joe Johnson in 2014. He's been on an absolute tear of late, per Tommy Beer of NBC, Roto-World, averaging 34.0 points, 10.8 assists, 5.0 rebounds, 4.8 three-pointers made and 2.5 steals per game over Brooklyn's last 4 games. He's also on a very short list of players to hit certain statistical levels this season. Only 2 players in the NBA this season have scored at least 1,500 points, dished out 500 assists and knocked down 200 three-pointers. James Harden and D'Angelo Russell. Over the Nets' last 4 games, Russell is averaging 34.0 points, 10.8 assists, 5.0 rebounds, 4.83 PTs, 2.5 steals. Tommy Beer, at Tommy Beer, March 26, 2019. When there is a 2-person list and it's you and reigning NBA MVP James Harden, you're in the midst of a very special season. More from Nothing But Nets. It also puts D'Angelo Russell in a position to put one more big, first-time since honor on his resume for this season, as in becoming the Nets' first All-NBA selection since moving to Brooklyn in 2012 and the franchise's first in 15 years, since Jason Kidd was named to the first team in 2003-04. First, let's be very real and acknowledge there are 5 mortal locks among NBA guards for All-NBA recognition, in no particular order of merit: Harden, Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors, Russell Westbrook of the Oklahoma City Thunder, Damian Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers and Kemba Walker of the Charlotte Hornets will be among the 6 guards chosen. It's very likely Kyrie Irving of the Boston Celtics, despite missing 13 games thus far due to injury, and the Celtics, a very underwhelming 44-31 with 7 games remaining, will get a lot of support from voters. For argument's sake, let's assume that Irving is in the mix for the 6th and final All-NBA slot. A few of the usual suspects: John Wall of the Washington Wizards, Victor Oladipo of the Indiana Pacers and Chris Paul of the Houston Rockets, have had their seasons wrecked or severely curtailed by injury and won't receive strong consideration. Klay Thompson of Golden State nor Kyle Lowry of the Toronto Raptors have had the type of seasons they've had in the past that Thompson to back-to-back All-NBA selections in 2014-15 and 2015-16 and Lowry to snag a spot in 2015-16. Russell has to be considered very much in the discussion at this point. He's on that short list with Harden with 1,500 points, 500 assists and 200 three-pointers. He's been durable, missing just 1 game thus far this season, and that was via a coach's decision to rest him. He's averaging 20.9 points, 7.0 assists, 3.7 rebounds and 1.2 steals in 30.3 minutes per game this season, career highs by significant margins in the first 2 categories, and has been the best player for one of the most improved teams in the NBA this season. The Milwaukee Bucks are the most improved team in terms of increase in victories from 2017-18, already up 12 wins from 44 last season to 56, and counting, this year. But the Bucks don't have a guard who would fit in the All-NBA debate. Next on the most improved list are the Nets and Sacramento Kings, each 10 victories better than last season with work left to do in 2018-19. De'Aaron Fox has had a nice season for the Kings, but he's not at the All-NBA level yet. Aside from Irving, selected 1 time previously in 2014-15, there is no one among the list of contenders for that last spot that have been elected before. Besides Russell, arguments can be made for Ben Simmons of the Philadelphia 76ers, Bradley Beal of Washington and Lou Williams of the LA Clippers, although there has only been one Sixth Man of the Year winner named All-NBA the same season as he won the award, Manu Ginobili of the San Antonio Spurs in 2007-08. Since coming to the NBA in 1976, the Nets have had only 5 players named to All-NBA teams: Kidd 3 times, 2001-02 through 2003-04, Derek Coleman twice, 1992-93, Marbury in 1993-84, Buck Williams, 1982-83, Drazen Petrovic, 1992-93, and Stephon Marbury, 1999-2000, can D'Angelo Russell become the sixth? Let's look at the tail of the tape. Page 2. Use your arrows to browse Brooklyn Nets D'Angelo Russell. Photo by Matteo Marchi. Getty Images. They're already engraving Lou Williams' name on his third Sixth Man of the Year award and his second in a row. With respect to Spencer Dinwiddie of the Brooklyn Nets, no reserve has had more impact for his team this season than Sweet Lou. But does that translate into an All-NBA candidacy for the LA Clippers super sub? Williams just keeps on keeping on and is having another standout season at age 32. Here's how Williams and D'Angelo Russell of the Nets compare straight up. Russell, through more playing time, is slightly ahead of Williams as a scorer, though the ancillary numbers of effective field goal percentage and three-point percentage favor Russell. Williams has a higher true shooting percentage and a higher usage rate, with D'Lo owning the better assist percentage. But here's what hurts Williams' case. As good as he's been in 2018-19, he was better last season, when he averaged 22.6 points per game, in 6 more minutes per game, and shot higher percentages across the board, .435, .359, .880 in 2017-18 as compared to .428, .355, .878 this season, and Williams' EFG percent is at its lowest point since 2011-12, his final season with the Philadelphia 76ers all those years ago. The Clippers locked up a playoff spot Tuesday night with their win over the Minnesota Timberwolves and at 45-30 have far exceeded expectations. Russell has been the best player for a Brooklyn team that has even further exceeded expectations and has improved by 10 wins already. Williams has had a great season, but not quite an All-NBA season. Next, Russell vs. Big Ben. Use your arrows to browse